Hi everyone, good morning and welcome to our September video for the Mirabella promo and PK with your hosts Lynn and Serynne. So we're going to hop right into it and go over some of our beautiful assets. These are created on a month-by-month basis for you guys to utilize both in salon, some of them with your team, as well as items that you can share online. You can print them out and use them as bag stuffers. You can print them around the salon to keep your clients in the know and spark conversations. So first and foremost, we have our September one-pager that's going to give you an overview of all of the important information. Next up, we have our September Skin Reset Mirabella Moment postcard. So I did print this out on a full page, but they're great to print out on like a 5x7 or something a little bit smaller, so they can be posted in your stations, in your waiting room, in the restroom, everywhere. Just put it everywhere to remind everybody to participate in our Mirabella moments. And we're going to be going over a couple of those suggestions later. Next up, we've got a fast fact sheet that's going to have some clear information to share with your stylists and your team members to go over some important information on specifically our two products that we're going to be talking about today. Then we have our extended PK. I made a couple of little notes on here to talk about a little bit too. And on the, let me go back a little bit. On the fast facts, we also have some information that will be appearing on mirabellabeauty.com in our new landing page when the sale starts. That's going to go over customer focused, frequently asked questions about sensitive skin, how to use it properly, how to layer it, and all of those different things. So that's also going to be available for your clients to view and for reminders for your staff on mirabella.com once that sale launches. So
what do we have on sale?
Yes, this month, drum roll please, we have the brand new, just launched within the last year, all-in-one clarifying serum, as well as the broad spectrum SPF. And these guys are both going to be 20% off. First time they've been on sale since the launch. And they were both made in the USA. So these are excellent locally made formulas. The SPF is also going to be FDA approved and has lots of incredible ingredients in it. So first we're going to talk about the all-in-one clarifying serum. This acts as a micro peel. So it has over 20% acids, so it does need a little bit more base knowledge to use this properly rather than just a lipstick where you apply it. It's got some nice ingredients, but you can see immediate effects. So with this one, you do want to make sure that you're only using it 2 to 3 times a week in the evening after cleansing before your moisturizer. So that is going to be toned down just a little bit. If you have more sensitive or reactive skin, you want to do a patch test first, just to make sure it's well tolerated. And you might start with just doing it once a week instead of 2 to 3 times a week, so that you will build up a tolerance to it. And some of the key ingredients in this, because it is over 20% acids, that's going to be based in glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid, as well as a little bit of beta hydroxy acid and salicylic acid. So all of those combined is like 23%. So it is very exfoliating. That's going to be your chemical exfoliation. So tone down any other chemical or physical exfoliants that you might already have in your routine, just to make sure you're not over exfoliating the skin. It does come in a beautiful little box, which I don't have, but it's a really cute little box, and it's just your traditional little pump style tube there. You also want to utilize an SPF with this. So we recommend, obviously, our wonderful SPF. This is going to be a broad spectrum SPF 30 with an innovative little tube here. So it's got a little roller ball, and it does say right on the cap here, it twists to show off and on. So on this side it says off, on this side it says on. So you can just twist that to turn it off and on, and you just do a little squeeze, roll it on, disperse it across the face, and you're good to go. But some beautiful ingredients in this item are going to include, the first ingredient in this is aloe. So it's very hydrating, it's very soothing, it's great for all skin tones and skin types. It's not going to leave a white cast on the skin, and it also acts as a primer. So you can use this underneath of other primers, but it is a standalone primer as well. So you can just roll this on, put your other makeup on, and go. So do you want to talk about the whole crew here?
So why should we wear sunscreen? Well, if you are in the sun without sunscreen, it can obviously lead to sunburn. It can also create premature aging. It can cause hyperpigmentation, which is discoloration in the skin. It can also cause inflammation. So those are just some immediate effects of the sun exposure. Long-term effects can be premature aging from the UVA rays penetrating deep into the skin, which our SPF prevents that from happening. Obviously, one concern would be skin cancer. It can cause skin cancer. It can also cause photo aging. And one thing I was surprised by is it can cause a lowered immunity. So I didn't realize that. I just looked it up yesterday. So I'm going to go through our skincare 101. I'm going to start with the beginning and how the steps that you should take, because we do often get a lot of questions on when the SPF should be used or when the serum should be used. And as Serynne said, you definitely want to make sure to use the SPF when you're using the serum.
With that serum, because it is so exfoliating with that high level of acids, it does, if you don't use an SPF with it, you can increase your chances of sun damage. So absolutely make sure you're using an SPF with that.
So I pulled the other pieces of our skincare, and I'm just going to go through in order and let you guys know exactly how it should be used. So I've already cleansed my skin. The reason being is that we do definitely recommend that you use water with our cleanser to emulsify it. Let it sit on the skin for a minute or two, and then rinse it off. And we do recommend a double cleanse as well. This is very gentle. So it's meant to be gentle, so it's not going to overstrip the skin. The second piece of our skincare is going to be our alcohol-free toner. And I do have a little puff here. So I'm not wearing any makeup today, just my eyebrows and my lip gloss.
And Lynn has also been using more SPF this year.
I'm
very proud of her.
She's proud. Look, I'm dark. My face is not. So I have been listening. So I'm just going to open up our little toner here. It does have that really great pump. I'm just going to saturate my little cotton pad, and then I'm just going to swipe. So after I've cleansed the toner, it's going to remove any excess dirt and oil that might be left after my cleanser.
It's also going to help with the pH of your skin too.
Yes. So I did have a little bit on there. And that's going to remove all that for me. So next I'm going to use the new serum.
And the new serum, with all of those wonderful ingredients in it, it does also have, I didn't mention, it does have hydrating and barrier support. So although it is highly acidic, it also helps to strengthen your moisture barrier so you don't have compromised skin. It's also going to help to improve fine lines, pores, clarity of the skin, so you get a little bit brighter, more even complexion, as well as reducing acne breakouts as well with a little bit of that beta hydroxy acid. So this is going to be an all-over product for all age ranges, from your more oily and possibly acneic clients all the way to your more mature clients who are looking to reduce visible signs of aging.
One thing you want to make sure is to wash your hands before you touch your face. That can cause breakouts and introduce bacteria. If you are working on your client and you're using your hands, make sure it's okay that you touch their face. Some people just don't care for it. But as you see, I'm just going in an upward motion, just sweeping it on my skin. I'm not pressing, I'm not rubbing in. You don't want to be forceful with your skin. So that is the serum. So I hope you guys take advantage of that and try it out. And then I'm going to do the SPF next. This, you guys, is so amazing. This little ball. So my daughter, if you don't know, she's almost 9 going on 29. And she cannot stand when I put anything on her face. And she absolutely loves this because it has the little roller ball on the end. So you just squeeze it out. Now, if you're using this on a client, you do not want to put the rollerball directly onto their skin. Is that correct?
Correct, yes. It's more difficult to sanitize if you do. It's still possible, but because the rollerball kind of touches where the product comes out, it's a little bit more difficult to sanitize.
So we recommend that you twist this off.
Yep.
I don't know how to do that. So,
so the top twist as well as the whole lid itself. So you can just twist that off and it exposes the little tip there.
Great.
So you can just squeeze that out to maintain sanitation. But if somebody does roll it, then you can sanitize. It just takes a little bit more effort.
So because this is ours and I want to show you guys how awesome this is, I am going to roll it onto my face. I'm just going to give it a little squeeze to kind of activate it. And then we're just going to roll.
And with that stainless steel roller head, it is cooling as well.
It is. You can stick it in your fridge.
Yeah, you get a little bit of manual massage there too with that cooling roller head. So it helps to move a little bit of fluid out of the skin. If you're a little puffy in the morning, great to use that roller.
I love this. It's so, I mean, in a pinch, I've put it on my daughter's shoulders. It works fabulous. And it's great because once you lock it, there's no mess either. So it's great to throw in your pool bag or in your purse, and it's very travel friendly. We have 2 moisturizers. We have our 24/7 moisturizer. We've repackaged it, so it's going to fall in line with the other new packaging. It looks beautiful. And then we also have our Renew. So Renew is more of a lotion. This is going to be for somebody that is a bit more oily, I would say. It's a lighter weight than our 24/7.
It's still deeply hydrating, but with that thinner lotion style formula, it's more well tolerated by oily skin clients just for the texture.
I like to say, if you tend to be a bit oily, maybe using the Renew in the daytime and then the 24/7 at night. This one's brand new. This Renew is brand new. And so it's taken me a bit to get it out. If you want to layer them, which is what I'm going to do, you would want to use Renew first and then 24/7 because you always want to work thinnest to thickest. So I have my Renew. As far as sanitation for this, because it is a pump and it has this little nozzle, just remember not to touch it on the skin. If you do, you can wipe it off with some alcohol. I'm going to just rub it in
And with that application, since she said going thinnest to thickest, the SPF can go on prior to moisturizer or afterwards. So if you've already done all your skincare stuff, then you can absolutely go over it with the SPF. I just prefer to do it before moisturizer simply because it is thinner than the moisturizer.
And then I'm going to use our 24/7. It's not, you don't have to layer them, but I just want to show you guys how. And I tend to be very dry, so this is great for me. It does still come with a nice little spatula so that you don't have to dip your fingers into the product. I am going to actually use just a tester stick and work from that. Here we are. And so that's a really great, wow, that looks great. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty. And then I'm just going to apply
just a little bit. Yep, it's about a pea-size amount.
And it's okay if you get close to your eyes. Our stuff is gentle enough that it's not going to harm the eye area. And I always put a little on my lips too, because why not? And there we have it.
Yeah, so that would be the full skincare line we have. And keep in mind that the 20% off is just on the SPF and the micropeel all-in-one clarifying serum. So please be sure to review the extended PK that we're going to be sending out in an email, so you can really get to know all of the ingredients. You can learn about all of the application techniques, as well as making sure that your clients are very well educated. Since this is an active product, you want to make sure that your clients are aware of how often to use it, how to layer it, as well as avoiding other chemical and manual exfoliants just until their skin gets used to this high concentration of acids, as well as it taking about 3 weeks to start really seeing results for that more clear skin tone, your fine lines diminished, as well as helping to reduce acne. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us directly, and we're more than happy to walk you through everything.
Just a reminder that Sugar and Spice and Perfect Red are back in stock. Yeah. So I know a lot of you are excited about that. And all right. Well,
thank you so much for joining us.
Bye-bye.